How's it going, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video, and we're here with another Ringless challenge. Now we're working with Patrick Ewing in this episode because a lot of people requested it, so here he is, man. He's a part of what Derrick Rose considers the next super team. But now with Patrick Ewing, that may be the case, man. That may be the case. So let's look at the roster here. Patrick Ewing, Carmelo Anthony, Derrick Rose, Porzingis, Joakim Noah, who I may be moving very soon, Brandon Jennings, Courtney Lee. You guys know the roster, 2017 roster. I just tacked on Patrick Ewing. Now we're doing Patrick Ewing for a couple reasons. One, he was one of the most requested on the last video, and two, I like Patrick Ewing, man. Of course, he played a little bit before my time. I got to see him kind of late in his career, but from the documentaries, everything you could think of, the old time footage I've seen of him, it seems like he was just such a dominant player, and I'm pretty sure he's the New York Knicks all-time leading scorer, but don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that may be the case. So we're gonna get him the ring, man. He's one of those players, again, that played in the wrong era. He played in the late 80s and through the 90s. You know, that was ran by, of course, Michael Jordan. So we got to get Patrick Ewing his ring, man. He came close a couple times, but never ever got to the promised land. Part of one of the most controversial things in NBA history when it comes to the envelope and David Stern on draft night or lottery night. Crazy, crazy things. But let's get to it, man. We got to get him this championship. So, of course, I like what we got here with Patrick Ewing, Carmelo, Derrick Rose, and Porzingis. But this guy here, Joakim Noah, even though Joakim Noah is one of my favorite players of all time, Bulls fan here, and I got to see this guy put his heart out on the court every game, that contract is way too big. I think they signed him too long term for what he's worth, 71 mil over 4 years. So let's try to move him, especially since we have Patrick Ewing to be our starter. We don't really need a guy like that. So let's see what we can get for him. I'm guessing we can't get much, but if anything, I just want to kind of dump his contract. That would be great. I don't want to give up any picks, of course, because we need as many picks as we can get. So I'm just trying to find a trade where we can dump off this salary. I like this Patty Mills and Danny Green trade because, again, Danny Green's making about $10 million a year. We're trading Ron Baker, who I actually like a lot, but we're getting back Patty Mills, 1 year deal. We don't really have to re-sign him. So let's do that trade. Patty Mills and Danny Green, welcome to the team. Just dumping up some salary. So let's see how much money we have now. We're still a large amount over the cap. I didn't expect it to be that much. But Derrick Rose is on a 1 year deal. Let me see what he's like. In real life, he's very loyal to the team, it seems like. And it looks like he's very loyal in 2K too. So we can bring him back probably for a lesser amount, as a lot of people are joining the party. Patty Mills, we probably won't resign back. We got a lot of 1 year contracts. This Courtney Lee contract is huge, I think. But I'll let it slide. If anything, I'll trade him in the offseason. Everybody else seems to be good. I do think we're a playoff team. I definitely think we're a playoff team. So let's make this a 10-man rotation so we can have Cal O'Quinn into the lineup. And let's go to some games. Actually, I'm going to make this trade first. We're getting a future first-round pick for Danny Green. That $10 million contract is gone for Tiago Splitter, who's only on the 1 year deal. So we're not going to bring him back later. But that first overall pick, or that first round pick, is going to come in clutch. So let's take a look at the rotation again. Now I'm going to actually knock it back down to 9 because we don't need 3 centers in the rotation. And there it is. Now we can finally get to sim in some games. Kevin Durant wins MVP. Rookie of the Year goes to Chris Dunn. That's a first. Rubio must have been injured or got traded, but Chris Dunn wins Rookie of the Year. Joakim Noah wins 6th Man of the Year after we trade him. DeAndre Jordan wins Defensive Player of the Year as a part of the Charlotte Hornets. CJ McCollum wins Most Improved, and Steve Kerr with the record of 74-8 wins Coach of the Year. Let's go, man. We did make the playoffs. You see, we are the 3rd seed, so I'm not expecting us to win a championship year 1. But if it happens, man. I mean, I'm going to change the rotation just a little bit. I'd rather have Justin Holiday get those minutes and not Tiago Splitter. Oh, let me show you guys the stats. I forgot to do that. Show you guys the stats. Melo led all scores. Patrick Ewing averaged about 20 and 13 rebounds. Derrick Rose, who's injured right now, 3rd in scoring, and you can see downhill from that. First round is against the Atlanta Hawks. Let's just simulate round by round. And we get eliminated first round. No big deal, though. No big deal. I was really expecting us to win year 2 or 3. So year number 1 is no big deal. Team from the North, Toronto Raptors, get to the championship, but lose to the Golden State Warriors. And then Kevin Durant wins Finals MVP. So let's get into this offseason, man. Things are about to go down. I don't know what, but things will go down right here in this NBA draft. We're going to make some trades, try to make this team a lot better. I'm still trying to decide whether or not I want to re-sign Derrick Rose. I know it says he's really loyal, so I know he'll be wanting to come back. But do we want him? Do we necessarily need him? So Oh, we only got 4 people on the contract right now. One of them is Courtney Lee with this huge contract. So let's try to throw Courtney Lee and 2 second-rounders. We'll keep our first-round picks for next year. And see if, yes, this is the type of trade I need, where we can just dump the salary for future first-rounders. So unless I see something better than that, that's the trade we're going to do. So yeah, there it is. All right, so that's the only trade we're going to do, because I expected us to have more people on the contract, but I guess not. Maybe Cal O'Quinn could get dumped for a first round. I doubt anybody will give a first rounder for Cal O'Quinn. That's a first rounder for this year. I don't necessarily need that. A first rounder for next year would be so much better. DeAndre Jordan, we don't need that. I'm not seeing anything. So if any, we'll just Dwayne Dedmon. I'll take the Dwayne Dedmon in this first rounder. So that's the only trades we're gonna do right here. I just don't know how this free agency period is gonna go. I have no idea. I'm hoping that it goes well. But if it doesn't, we got a lot of first-round picks that we can trade for year number 3. Again, I always do like 3-year challenges. No rookies to sign. Let's go to team and player options. Of course, we're going to bring back this guy. Give him that team option. Guarantee him that money. And let's see, free agents. So if we sign Derrick Rose, look, he only wants 12 mil. But I feel like I'll give him the 12.2. Let's give him what he wants, because I'd hate for him to just lose him completely. Let's give him 3+1 player option. I also would like to keep Brandon Jennings, because as a backup point guard, Brandon Jennings is actually pretty good. You see his stats. I like Brandon Jennings as a backup, so I would rather keep him over Patty Mills. So let's give him 4.9 over a couple years. But everyone else can actually just go, unless let's try to keep Lance Thomas. But I'll give him a 1-year deal worth 4.3 just to keep him on the roster. And then I think that's it. And then I'm just gonna fill the roster with random people. Year number 2 is actually gonna be another scratch. Unless we can sign a big name free agent, which I doubt. But we can try it. Yeah, if we keep both of these players, we don't have the money to sign a big name player. So I wonder, if I'm going to figure this out. So I decided to kind of just let things ride. I signed a bunch of players from 1-year deals. I brought back J.R. Smith. Throwback to like the Knicks tape days. I remember those days, man. I brought back J.R. Smith for a 1-year deal. Same thing with Terrence Jones. Everybody I signed this offseason is on a 1-year deal. So next season, we're going to try to hit a home run on whoever the top free agent is. I don't think that next free agent class is actually huge or really good, but we'll see how it goes. Patrick Ewing gets a little worse because he has 33 now, so we got to get him a championship soon. Melo's also 33, so he's getting a little worse, but everybody else gets better. Porzingis, I was expecting to get a lot better than that. So what we're going to do, we're going to send him to potential camp so he can get to like an 85, I would guess, after the next season. And then year number 3, he'll be ready to win a championship. So let's do that. Untapped potential goes to Porzingis. And all right, that's all we're going to do. We got a lot of first-round picks. And, oh, we didn't even fill the roster. Okay. We got a lot of first-round picks. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we probably should have signed some players for longer deals, because we won't be able to trade these players during the NBA draft. So I may do a couple trades right now to get some people under contract longer. That was a new move on my part. So let's try to make a couple trades, and then we'll be back. We're going to do this trade, pick up a future first rounder in Andre Blatch. I like that a lot. So the team is actually going to be pretty bad this season. I'm actually just going to go what I would consider full tank mode. And I don't know. This is actually really difficult. I don't know why I'm making... Yes, I would take Joel Embiid. Unless I see something so much better. Why would they make that trade? I don't know. But I'm not going to question it. Joel Embiid, welcome to the team, man. He's only a 2-star potential. I thought he'd be higher than that. But let's make one more trade. Charlie Villanueva will give up. And let's try to get another person under at least a 2-year deal. So let's see something. I don't want to give up first rounder, though. Josh Smith and... No, they're too old. They're way too old. But I know I'm doing a lot right now, and it probably doesn't make much sense. But when we win the championship next season, you'll understand it. You'll understand. So I'm going to go to the end of this season, and we'll be back. Now, I plan to stop at the end of the season, but I had to do it here to show you guys what is going on. We are 40-15. I have no idea how. Take a look at we got a big injury in Joel Embiid, too. I don't know how we're doing so good. Melo is really stepping it up. He's somewhat loyal. He has a good chance to... Okay, I don't know if we're going to bring back Melo after the season, which is scary. But things are going well. I did not expect us to be good at all. But it looks like we are. But I'm not going to complain. Ooh, Patrick Ewing in the runner for MVP. I doubt he's going to win. You see everybody else is averaging about 20 plus. we're gonna continue to simulate. I don't know how this is gonna go. If we could win a championship with this bad roster, I'd be okay with it, but I don't think we will. It's just surprising to me that we're this good at this point. Kevin Durant wins MVP once again. Rookie of the Year goes to Dennis Smith. Ricky Rubio wins 6th Man of the Year, so he definitely got traded, and that's why Chris Dunn won Rookie of the Year last year. Anthony Davis Defensive Player of the Year. Dante Exum Most Improved. Look at that guy. Still not really averaging many assists, but I guess it's not his game. Brent Brown wins Coach of the Year. Brent Brown. Oh my God, that young team's doing things. Okay, they may have signed somebody actually. They may have signed somebody. Let's see if they did. Oh yeah, they signed somebody. They definitely signed somebody. Okay, so that's why they're so good. They are the #1 seed. We are the #4 seed. So we kind of slowed down after I showed you guys the All-Star break. But let's see how it goes, man. Going against the team up north, Toronto Raptors. We almost got swept, then we get eliminated in the first round once again. And LeBron and the Philadelphia 76ers lose in the first round. Again, year number 3 is where we're going all out. All those first round picks that we have right now are being traded right here in this offseason. We're about to make things happen. We're going to have stars on this team. Not just Patrick Ewing. Oh, I hope he didn't retire. Did he retire? I didn't even check because he is 33. No, he didn't. He's still there. False alarm. Some people retired that early, though. Let's see how it goes, man. Going to the NBA draft. This is the make or break time. Because if we can't make big trades happen, this is going to be a failure if we cannot win this championship. So we got to stack the team right here, right now. Trade finder. Derrick Rose is injured, so we cannot trade him. Let's see what we can get for Brandon Jennings. We got the 6th overall pick this season. Okay, 6th overall, 10th overall, 25th overall, and a bunch of other first rounders. So let's make a deal. Our first trade is just going to be to move up to the 4th overall pick. Bogut, we get back Trevor Ariza, 4th overall pick. I like that. So again, 4th pick, 10th pick, 25th pick, and a bunch of other first rounders that we can deal. So let's get back to let's do the big thing now. Let's make a big move. I would consider this a big move. Brandon Jennings, 2 first rounders, Blatch for Eric Bledsoe, Brandon Knight, and Jamal Crawford. Big move. Now I know that gives us a surplus of point guards, but you know me. Let's flip them. All right, I'm taking a chance by making this trade. We're trading to get, I think this is the 6th overall pick in Dwight Howard, 2 future first rounders for Brandon Knight in the 2nd round. And now my plan is to package Eric Bledsoe in the 6th overall pick and see what we could get. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me. I'm looking for a big name. And I don't even think this is a good trade. I don't. So maybe that comes back to bite me. How about we package him with Dwight Howard? That 6th overall pick with Dwight Howard. Pick up Jabari Parker, which is not too bad. It's actually a pretty good trade. Kemba Walker and Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. So I may do that one. Yeah, I don't see anything else. So Kemba Walker, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, welcome to the team. So now again, we have a bunch of point guards. One of these guys has to go. Don't know which one I want to do because I know, look at the stats. Kemba's more of a scorer. You see he's averaged 20 last year. Eric Bledsoe averaged 15. He's more of the athletic type. So one of these guys is going to go. Whoever has a higher trade value actually is going to go. So let's try Eric Bledsoe to start off with. Pick up Jay Crowder in the 1st overall pick. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. And you know me, I never actually pick with the picks because those rookies don't help us immediately. So let's try to flip that. And Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, who probably has a lot of value himself. Jimmy Butler. That's a name. I always get Kyrie Irving, it seems like recently, so I'm not going to get Kyrie Irving. That Jimmy Butler trade looks so good, though. Who's our starting shooting guard at this moment? Yeah, Jimmy Butler, welcome to the team. Okay, so we just traded for Jimmy Butler. We got Kemba Walker. We got Jay Crowder. We got 2 guys from Marquette kind of teaming up. Jamal Crawford, 38 years old, brother. I know you may be the king of the crossover. You got that killer crossover, but I think you got to go. So let's see. Actually, he may have to stay because I don't see a trade that's really enticing. So how about we try to trade Trevor Ariza? If anything, Jamal Crawford just be our 6th man. That's what he's been doing all this time, right? He can be our 6th man. And I don't see anything here either. So we're going to keep these players and these picks for next season. I'm happy with what we did. I still want to trade Derrick Rose, though. I honestly still want to trade Derrick Rose. So let's sim to the end. Let's go into free agency. We'll see what we can do. May not have any money because those are some big trades, big names. So we may not have any money. We'll see what happens. Carmelo Anthony wants to test free agency on us, but we do have bird rights, so I'm probably just going to throw him pretty much everything I can to keep him. Because it's Melo, man. It's Melo. So let's just throw him everything. I would just like to keep him. Just keep him home, man. Why not? And I'm just going to go till I can't go anymore. If that's giving him 30 mil, because again, this is our last season, so it doesn't really matter. 30.01. And he better. Okay. 5 years, $163 million. In real life, that's a terrible contract for a guy that's 34 years old, but this is 2K, and I only got 1 year to win this championship, so I'm going to make that deal. So now, honestly, I think that Jay Crowder is kind of expendable, unless I just have him be the backup. I don't know how it's going to go, because we are so much in debt after that trade, or that signing and everything, that we really don't have room to sign anybody. You can see that. So that backup power forward position, I may make Jay Crowder that backup power forward. I don't know how it's going to go. We're winning the championship next year. I guarantee you that. But I guess I can't really guarantee you that. We're going to be good next season. I'll say that. I guarantee you we're going to be good. But I don't know how we're going to fill the roster at this point. I'm going to send Joel Embiid to untapped potential camp. I'm going to probably trade him. So I'm just sending him there to get his value a little higher. I actually accidentally skipped past player progression, so I don't know who got better or who got worse. I can guess that Melo and Patrick Ewing both get a little worse. But that's expected since they're the oldest guys on the team. So let's see what I can get for Joel Embiid. I still want to try to trade Derrick Rose too. So we got a lot of moves to potentially do. So let's start off with this Joel Embiid trade. I think the Bulls actually are really bad at this point, so that draft pick may be worth something. He's only 2.5 star value right now, so that's not too great. But I'm not saying anything that's really catching my eye too much. This trade looks kind of good. Norman Powell can be a backup shooting guard for us. So I'll come back to that one maybe, but we'll see what I can do. Even if I got to trade D Rose right now, we'll see. This will work. Derrick Rose, first rounder, Channing Frye, who we just picked up to fill the roster, for Dragan Bender and Devin Booker. 2 young, great, up-and-coming players who come to the team now. So here's the rotation at this point. We got Kemba Walker, Jimmy Butler, Carmelo Anthony, Porzingis, and Patrick Ewing. Then we got Jay Crowder, Devin Booker, Dragan Bender, and Joel Embiid coming off our bench. I'm actually going to make it a 10-man rotation so Jay Crossover can get some minutes. I like the team a lot, man. I'll see where we are at the All-Star break. If it's not as good as I want it to be, we still got first-round picks that we can package with players, I think. Yeah, we got 2 of them that we can package with players. So I'll see how good we are at the All-Star break, and that'll determine if we keep this team or not. Okay, so the team's doing pretty good. I would say 45-7. You can see from the right-hand side. It's a team on our tail, though. Just a half a game behind us. So you think we're doing good, but we're not, running away with things. And that's LeBron James, Philadelphia 76ers. But here are the numbers here. Patrick Ewing's kind of getting lost, man. He's getting lost. He's getting up there in age. So he's not scoring as many points as I thought he would. But that's no big deal, man. As long as he gets his ring at the end of the season, I bet he's happy, no matter how much he's averaging. But everybody else is doing pretty good. We don't have any injuries, which is great. We had one earlier, but nothing that will derail our team. I'm excited about what's going to happen. I don't think I'm going to make any trades, even though we got these draft picks. Unless we trade Dragan Bender, we can get somebody like 85, 86, but I doubt we can. So, I'm just going to look. I'm just looking, browsing a little bit. But I'm looking for power forward. If anything's going to be a power forward, but I don't see anything. So, we'll keep what we got and go to the end of the season to get to the playoffs, and that's where things are actually going to go down. LeBron James wins MVP with his new team. We're going to have to go against them probably in Eastern Conference Finals. They're too good. They're way too good. But then this guy wins Rookie of the Year. 6th Man of the Year goes to Dennis Smith. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, who we had on the team for a brief second, wins Defensive Player of the Year. Wow. I know he's known for his defense. That's the first time I've ever seen him win an award. He averaged a double-double last season, so good for him. Raul Neto wins Most Improved, and Brett Brown once again wins Coach of the Year. Now, we did finish with the top record in the East. You see that, but not far behind us was the LeBron James Philadelphia 76ers. We don't have any injuries, right? No injuries, so that's good for us. In the first round, we're going against the Detroit Pistons. I want to show you guys the final stats from season number 1. You can see, or season number 3. This is not season number 1. Season number 3, those are the final stats. Nobody did terrific, but nobody was bad. So round 1 is against the Detroit Pistons. See if they made any significant changes to their team. They picked up Gary Harris, who's actually pretty good now, almost an 80 overall. But that's it. Our team's better. We should sweep them. Let's see if we can get the sweep. We didn't get the sweep, but we beat them in 5. We're going against the Toronto. Kemba got injured. Day to day, though, so he'll be back. Our backup point guard is Sebastian Telfair. Oh, but they put Devin Booker at the backup point guard. Okay. I thought they were honestly going to try to put Sebastian Telfair in my lineup. But here we go. Until Kemba comes back, luckily, we're better than every team out. Okay, we get to the Eastern Conference Finals, and Kemba is back. Kemba is back. So don't worry, guys. Moment of truth against LeBron James and his Philadelphia 76ers. Let's see if they made any big moves besides signing LeBron. Note they still got Jaleel Okafor. Ben Simmons is so much better now, but he's only averaging 5 points because his shot tendency is really slow or really low. J.R. Smith said, hold on, me and LeBron teaming up one more time for another ring. And then they got Festus Ezeli, but that's it. Okay. And see how it goes. We lose game 1. No. We got to stop LeBron. We win game 2. We win game 3. Oh, come on. Yes, we make it to the championship. And again, the Golden State Warriors make it there for, I think this is the 4th straight season. So let's take a look at their team. If I can find them. They lost Steph Curry. Where'd Steph Curry go? Now we got to find Steph. We got to see where Steph ended up at. In Dallas. Now, where did Dallas? They didn't even make the playoffs. Dallas didn't even make the playoffs. See, that's what happened when you leave your team, man. They were actually bad. They were really bad. Okay, so it's me versus KD, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. They win game 2, 3, and 4. Come on now. Did we get injured? Did we have an injury? No injuries, man. Okay. We're going to simcast it because some reason when we simcast, we're a lot better than when we just sim games. So, we're down by 6 with 5 minutes to go. We took the lead. Let's get it. And we win. Let's go. Okay, we force a game 6. Simcast it one more time. Let's go, man. This better be a win. Oh, we're down by almost 30. Oh, jeez. Patrick, man, I'm sorry, Patrick Ewing. We couldn't do it for you. We couldn't get you the ring. This Warrior team is unstoppable, and Jamal Crawford said I had enough. At 39, he finally calls a career. Man. That's a shame. Patrick Ewing still couldn't win a ring because he ran into another super team in the Golden State Warriors. Hopefully you did enjoy the videos, though. If you did, be sure to leave it a like. He said he loves it here in New York. He'll sign back in a heartbeat. But the video's over. It's King of the Fourth. Thanks so much for watching.